What's going on, guys? This is Michael Love and Freedom. Hey, I'm back today with another travel tip for you guys. Not going to be here long today. I got up had about 3 hours of sleep last night, yesterday. I'm going to try to make this short and sweet tonight, hopefully. You know how I'll get when I start trying to share information. I tend to lose track of time. But however long it takes me to get this tip out to you guys, this information that helps some of you guys that interested in traveling or probably already traveling, and to give you another friendly reminder on some travel tips. If you see the title, if you've seen the title before you came on or before I started the video, you see that the name of the title of the video is Before You Travel, Call Them. And what I mean by that is I'm going to run through some quick travel advice for those who travel and had concern about their banking issues, if they had any banking issues. And I always start out telling anyone that travels, first of all, number one, you want to reach out to your institution, your bank, or your credit card company, whoever you deal with. You want to reach out to them and first let them know that you're planning on traveling out of the country. Notify them, let them know the dates, let them know your destination, and let them know possibly if you're going to be traveling to multiple destinations of different countries. Because the worst thing you want to happen to you is that you get somewhere out there in the travel space and they tell you your card is being declined, or your card didn't go through, or you try to get money and it doesn't work. And I'm going to go into more depth about other options that you can take. And I'm going to start out with the very basic, talking about those who's not computer savage, or we have a lot of older people that doesn't really get into technology or don't get into electronics, and they are the old-fashioned way. They deal with it the old-fashioned way, but using the ATM card and go and take it out and spend the money, pretty much, basically, for those who that doesn't know anything. And I know quite a few people who's like that, like OG over here, the Vietnam vet. I taught him a lot of things that he's my parents' age, and I know he knows way more than I would say my parents ever, had the opportunity to know. But make sure you call your bank institution, let them know you're traveling, give them times, dates, places you possibly be going, because they will. I know I bank with Navy Federal, USAA, and a local bank here as well. So you have to make sure they know that you're traveling, point blank. Even USAA, even if they know that I'm traveling, they still will lock my card periodically if they suspect that I'm spending too much, or it doesn't seem like I'm spending. I'm not on. They have like what they call it, debt ratio. I'm spending by my usual, or if I'm spending more than than normal. So you want to make sure that you understand how the bank works. If you know your bank, and if they're going to lock your card, there's a lot of small banks that will lock your card and tell you the card is no longer useful, and wait till they send you out another card. And you don't want to be dealing with those type of banks, because it could become a headache, especially if you're traveling. Now, with USAA, I can tell you that they have, if you're traveling and you're abroad, I got my notes here that I made some notes for you guys, like always, because I can't remember everything. And They have what they, you know what? Let me change my network here. Give me a second, guys, because I seen me freezing up here. I want to, well, you guys stay with me. Oh, wow. I had to go and change devices and everything. Man, I apologize for this live here. Um, I didn't even end the live. I was planning on ending the live and come back to you guys, but you guys stayed with me. Oh man, what's going on, Rosie? Rosie, good morning, buddy. How you doing? Man, I was planning on ending the live, and I end up keeping the live going. Well, let me try to play catch up and get this live done with. I apologize, guys. I switched internets today, and I forgot which internet network I was working on. I got like 4 internet networks, and I was trying to switch over to the network during the live, which is a learning experience. Don't ever try that. Don't ever try that. I apologize. I'm gonna go ahead real quick and re-elaborate real quick on what I was saying. I'll talk about having your bank, notifying your bank when you travel, so they will know that you do have your card. And if your bank is anything like USAA, they will unlock your card once they ask you a few security questions, so you don't have to be out there worried about you don't have a card to utilize. But it's always is very important to always travel with more than one means of being able to get hold to access your funds, whether they have 2 credit cards, 2 banks, or extra, emergency cash. It's always, you have to plan these travel. You have to be prepared for the what if. And another thing I want to tell you guys, once you, there's other options that you can do. I was just, like I said, I was running these down to old school people that normally rely on just using their card, the ATM machine. You can also, this is another very key thing. This is another nugget for you guys that travel. Call your bank, contact your bank, and ask them to send you out another card. You have a backup card, what is a request a duplicate or replacement card to be sent to you, but ask them to have the card. You don't want the card activated. Send you a deactivated card and keep this card as an inactivated card. I said deactivated. You want it sent to you as an unactivated card. I'm sorry. So that in case if anything do happen with your card when you're traveling, all you have to do is call them and tell them that no one stole your card, you misplaced your card or whatever, or someone did steal or you lost your card. They'll deactivate your card and they'll reactivate your new card that you have in your possession. So you can have your bank send you out a duplicate card, unactivated card, just in case you lose your card, and you don't have to have them to be mailing you out a card or overnight expressing you a new card or whatever it may be. So ask for an unactivated card to be sent out to you, or go into your bank before you leave and get your card. I meant go and get the card before you leave, not have them sent to you. Go and get your card. Have your duplicate secondary card of your bank with you unactivated. And then when you do call them and want to activate that backup card, you call them and tell them that your card has probably, it's been compromised. You want to tell them that they're going to deactivate the old card and they're going to activate the new card immediately. So those are the travel tips that you want to do when you want to deal with cards to help you prevent from fraud and keep them from blocking out your account. But always make sure when you're traveling, you look for, make sure your card or check before you go that your card will work in places that accept the Plus, the Service network. Most of them do. Most of them do worldwide now. But if you with USAA, there is a broad number that you can call USAA, and I'm going to put that number in the chat here. Let me see if I can put it in the chat. This is for USAA. This is a number that works abroad. If you're traveling abroad, this is a number that works right there. You can call USAA and have them to. This is a broad number that you can use when you're traveling USAA, and this number works abroad. Right here. Just as USAA only. USAA. This is a number you can call to get your card. Tell them about what's going on with your card, and they can activate your new card that you have in your possession, your duplicate card that you're carrying with you. Those are just some of the old school ways to do that. In case you'd be traveling and you lose your card or someone steal your card. Now, this is for those ones that's very knowledgeable and up, tech, savage people. We do things a totally different way. Let me back up. If you do have your unactivated card with you and you have your primary card with you that's activated, when you travel, make sure you take those cards. You don't keep them together. You take that other backup card. You hide that card in your luggage or hide it wherever you hide your passport or whatever you may do. Do not carry both of those cards around with you because it's going to defeat the purpose. Don't carry both of them around with you. Just in case you lose your wallet or someone steal it, they don't have your backup card. Just make sure you hide that card so you will have access to that card in case you need to activate that new card. So once again, call the bank, go to your bank, get your second card, unactivated card. Tell the bank you're leaving the country. Tell them where you're going. Tell them your dates you're traveling, so there won't be no suspicious fraud activity and they lock your card while you're traveling and go through the hassle of standing in line trying to use your card or whatever ATM and they deny you. That's the most embarrassing thing, you could go through. So make sure you have an additional card with you. Make sure you notify your bank on your travel dates, where you're going to travel to, so they won't suspect fraud or any activities on your account. All right, moving right along. This is for, like I said, the ones that's a little bit computer savage, that has a little bit of knowledge with computers. You want to go ahead when you get your card, if you have your card already. Let me back up. I want to tell you guys how to request a backup card if you're out of the country already. I forgot to tell you that. If you're already out of the country and you need a backup card, there's a simple message you can do through USAA. They have a little where you can talk to the chat, or you can talk to contact a USAA representative, and you can send them a message. Also, the subject can be simple, like form. I did a little cheat sheet form to say like request for backup debit/credit card for international travels. And it'll just say, hello, I will be traveling overseas soon. Would like to request an additional debit card to keep as a backup in case my primary card is lost, stolen, or compromised while abroad. Please mail the additional card to my address on file. I would like for it to remain inactive until I contact USAA to activate it if I need it, if needed. Also, please confirm whether I need to submit a travel notice for my upcoming trip to avoid any interruption in service. And then you said, thank you for your help and continuing excellent service. Respectfully, your name. You will put down on there your last 4 digits, your social or your card number, and your phone number, contact phone number. Make sure you do it in some of that form of fashion. It would be very helpful if you did all that the way I just presented it to you. It would expedite it. All right. This is one of the travel gurus favorite. Traveling using Apple Pay. Apple Pay is what you want to use. Google Pay, whatever, Apple Pay, whatever you use when traveling. That's so when you're standing in line or you get ready to make some payments, or you getting ready to do some transactions, you're not pulling out your card and trying to use your card. You're not pulling it out. People watching your card. You're not putting in your PIN number to use your card, because what's going to happen is when you use an Apple Pay and you tap or you use Apple Pay, it don't have your real credit card number on there. That is not. It's a generated number that they give you. It's not your actually phone, credit card number or your bank card number. It's a generated number in the Apple Pay, and that's to help keep your card, your account safe. You have Apple Pay because your real card, Apple Pay uses a unique token. You know what I mean? Instead of your actual account information. It's Face ID, it's touch. No one can, you get to it's had the double layer of protection, so no one can actually have your card, your physical card, and you're not using it. You can tap it, or you can use your Apple Watch and pay. I've used my Apple Watch a few times. I haven't used it quite a bit. I've used it a few times, but I mostly use my phone. I just tap it to pay. It works online. It works in apps. It works in stores, airports, restaurants, you name it, gas station. It's very easy. I mean, Apple Pay is the way to go. Apple, and you put all these cards, multiple cards in your Apple Wallet. Let me see if I got my Apple Wallet here. And it's very easy to set it up. As you can see, I got a lot of, I got my insurance in my Apple Wallet. I got showing you guys all my information here. Trying to pull it up. I don't think it's going to let me. I got it here pulled up, but I'm just trying to keep. Let's do this. Let me show you guys just one. Click on your phone, and then look at that. Your Apple Wallet come up, and then it has one of my cards right there. Just and then I'm tapped. If they say hold near the reader, when you're ready to do, you just hold it near the reader, and it reads. You don't have to take out your wallet or nothing. You just use your Apple Pay. And I'm gonna play a video real quick for you guys that not too familiar with the Apple Pay. So it'll walk you through how to set up your cards online onto your phone. So you can do multiple cards on there. It's gonna help. Right. Let me get here. I know I may be going a little too fast, but you guys can always go back and check it out on Apple Pay. In this video, I'm gonna show you.
Apple Pay, you can use your Apple devices to make purchases in stores, online, and in apps. It's easy, secure, and private. On your iPhone, open the Wallet app and tap the Add button in the upper right corner to add a credit or debit card. Then use the camera to scan your card or enter your card information manually. Your bank or card issuer might request additional verification to approve the use of your card with Apple Pay. Once you've added a card on your iPhone, you can verify it for use on your Apple Watch too. Once you've added multiple cards, you can change your default card at any time in Settings under Wallet and Apple Pay. When making a purchase in person, check for the contactless symbol or Apple Pay logo. You can use Apple Pay with your iPhone or Apple Watch at stores, restaurants, vending machines, when paying for ride shares or public transit, and more. When you want to make a purchase, You don't need to unlock your iPhone or open Wallet. On an iPhone with Face ID, simply double-click the side button and glance at your iPhone to authenticate. If you have an iPhone with Touch ID, double-click the home button, then rest your finger on it to authenticate.
What they just said, it works on depending on what type of iPhone you have. I know my Pro Max is on the side. You click it on the side twice, and on just a little SE, you touch it. You know, like they just saying, you touch it. Depend on the model or the iPhone you have. Like, yeah, that's like SE. It's you just touch it with your finger reading, and it opens up, and you can just pay like that, just tap it or whatever. But I encourage you to use the Apple Pay for all of your needs, especially when you're out there traveling abroad, so you don't be pulling out your wallet. People see if you have cash on you, because people be watching. I've had people, especially if you're in Mexico, if you're somewhere in Mexico in the store, people don't give you no space. They all over your shoulder. They looking at you. They trying to see how much money you got. They be all in your business. So I use Apple Pay or use my watch.
Or depending on your settings, you can use your passcode. Your default card will appear for use. You can also tap your cards at the bottom of the screen to switch to a different one. When you're ready to pay, just hold the top of your iPhone near the contactless symbol on the card reader. When the transaction is complete, a chime will play, and a done message and check mark will appear on your screen. Buying something online? Apple Pay lets you skip filling out forms when making purchases in apps and on websites across your devices. Just tap or click the Apple Pay button, and you'll be prompted to review the purchase details, confirm your billing and shipping address, and even choose a different payment method. Then, just authenticate with Face ID, Touch ID, or your passcode to complete the transaction. And that's how you can make purchases securely and easily with Apple Pay. To learn more about your Apple devices, subscribe to the Apple Support YouTube channel, or click another video to keep watching. Apple Pay is a service provided by Apple Payments Services LLC, a subsidiary of Apple Inc. Neither Apple Inc. nor Apple Payments Services LLC is a bank. Any card used in Apple Pay is offered by the card.
All right. That's for those who never used Apple Pay, didn't know anything about it. Even if you have an Apple Watch, you can use your Apple Pay, your Apple Watch to pay for your purchase and don't have to pull your wallet out or anything, you know. So it's very helpful, very useful. And like I said, depending on what type of bank you use, a credit card, you know, you can obtain points, you know, get cash back, you can get points. It all depends. I mean, it's very helpful. They even offer some incentives, you know, when you use Apple Pay. Let's see, another thing they do, like lost and stolen device protection. If phone lost, you can use Find Your Phone to suspend, you know, the Apple Pay instantly. You know, all kind of stuff, man. It's definitely modern technology. If you got the tool in your hand, utilize it, use it. But I use Apple Pay quite a bit now, especially when traveling. You know, if I have cash, if I say I don't have cash, I try not to carry too much cash around. Mostly I carry cash just to tip, or if I see someone in need, I'll, you know, give them some cash that I have just on hand. But most of the time when people ask me, I don't have cash, I don't carry cash, I just let them know I don't have anything. It ain't that I'm broke. I just tell them I don't have anything, which I don't have cash. So I can't give them cash because I don't have cash. So that's why I tell them I don't have it, because I don't have cash. But you guys, make sure, once again, I'm Marine Rate. Make sure if you're traveling, I know this is a short video tonight. I had some issues. I'm sorry about that. but I'll try to do better, especially when I'm giving you guys these travel tips. But make sure that you request additional card, unactivated card, or inactivated. Oh, yeah. Man, it's time for me to shut it down. And I can't even talk. But if you guys got any questions, any comments, drop them in the comment section below, and do my best to try to answer them for you. If not, you can go back and watch the little tutorial video that I showed you on setting up the Apple Pay or using your Apple Watch to make your purchases. But think about those things when you're traveling now, how important it is. You know how frustrating it could be when you're in the States. So imagine how frustrating it can be if you're thousands of miles away and you can't get funds. Your car get locked. Your car get destroyed. You lose your card. Someone steal your card, and you haven't taken the time to educate yourself on the steps that you need to do to get another one while traveling abroad. It's different. It's easier in the States, but when you're abroad, 1,000 miles away, it's a little bit more. That's a little bit harder. So always make sure, if you have an Apple or Google, make sure you put your cards in your wallets, on your electronic wallets, just like I do with my my boarding passes. When I travel, I put my boarding passes in my wallet. I got my insurance in my wallet. I have my Star Card digital rewards on my wallet. So I got my insurance from USA on my insurance card. I have my Apple card. I got a lot of cards on my Apple Pay. So Star Cards, you can do. I got another rewards like that. When I go into the store, I have Star Card rewards, and if I want to spend that rewards, I just digital reward card, and it comes off, takes it off. I have a couple of them. I haven't even used them. I better use them before they expire. But it's pretty easy, guys. It's pretty easy, and once you start using it, you're gonna say, "Oh man, I don't never want to carry my wallet around again. I don't ever want to pull my wallet out," because you don't have to have that fear of losing your wallet or anything. I put my license on there. There's a lot of things you can put in that wallet. That's why it's called a wallet. It's an Apple wallet. Not like your ordinary, Apple wallet like this. This is AirTag wallet. I can't even talk, man. I need to go to bed. AirTag wallet, with the RFID blocker. And you can get this on my TikTok store, guys. These are selling. AirTag wallet on my TikTok store. This thing is awesome. I like how you pull your cards up out of there, just flip the button, and your cards come up out of there, So go check it out over there on my TikTok store. Get you one of those AirTag wallets, guys. You won't regret it. But if you guys ain't got no question for me, I don't see any comments. Once again, I apologize for the technical difficulties, and hopefully when I come back tomorrow, with you guys a tip, that I have all this stuff aired out. Once again, I appreciate you guys watching as always. Until the next one. Bye now. Peace. One love.